versatility from that player. Chris Wondolowski up front with their new signing Marcos Urania as the supporting striker.
And for Real Salt Lake, as kickoff is underway, Real Salt Lake heading to Portland for their preseason tournament next week. Winners 1-0 over New York Red Bull on Tuesday. Jordan Allen with the goal in that as Yura Movsisian and Albert Rusnak each get their first touches on the ball here for Real Salt Lake. There's Rusnak with the shot, saved by San Jose. Why don't you go through the RSL 11?
Matt Van Oekel is going to start in goal. Tony Beltran on the right side with his buddy David Horst as the center back by his side. Justin Schmidt, the draft pick out of UCLA, and Chris Wingert are on the left. The midfield is going to be Sonny and Nick Beasler, along with Albert Rusnak, the aforementioned, as the number 10. On the wings, we got Joao Plata and Chandler Hoffman, and Yura Movsisian is your striker.
Matt, you did a phenomenal job on Yura Movsisian's 1 hour-long Facebook Live last night. So
it's easy to just ask him questions and get out of the way.
It's recommended
Ask him about
viewing.
cars. Ask him about ask him about some things he's passionate about, and just let him roll.
Recommended viewing for all RSL and MLS fans out there as Chris Wingert prepares to restart action here in the second minute. Again, Albert Rusnak with the early chance, saved by Andrew Tarbell of the Earthquakes. Here's Movsisian. And he's going to get called for either a foul or a handball there. Ricardo Salazar running the middle today for pro referees. At some point in the broadcast, we'll talk about the implementation of the VAR system to help out Major League Soccer referees this year, as IFAB has instituted some allowance here. There you can see the linesman and the fourth's names as well. Here's Rusnak trying to spring Yura again. Tarbell outside his box momentarily. He'll corral that. And Victor Bernardez will work out of the back for San Jose. San Jose now the home of former RSL striker Olmes Garcia. We'll probably see him in the second half. Bernardez trying to go up top for Wondolowski. Instead keeps it short, working through the midfield. Wide left to Cato. Looking for Urania. Broken up there nicely by David Horst, returning to RSL in 2017. Beltran latches onto loose ball, tries to find a teammate there, but the ball out of bounds for a San Jose throw. Bernardez winning another ball. Urania is going to be whistled offside there. It'll be Horst with the restart.
Urania, a good addition for San Jose. We've been looking for someone to provide some support there for Wondolowski, some extra scoring punch ever since those 2012 days with Alan Gordon and Stephen Leonard. Urania, though, 45 caps for Costa Rica, 10 goals and 3 assists. He started in 4 of the World Cup games. And scored against, actually came off the bench rather, and scored against Uruguay.
Here's Horst, paired today with Justin Schmidt out of the University of Washington. Ball's wide right to Beltran.
The unfortunate thing is we're 4 minutes into the game, and I've told you everything I know about Marcus Urania.
Rusnak and Yura again working through midfield. Ball settles back to Schmidt, the 35th overall pick. Wide right to Beltran. Beltran playing a little 1-2 there with Chandler Hoffman on the right wing. Joao Plata tracking down loose ball, working through midfield. Snuffed out by Bernardez. Here comes Urania going one-on-one with Schmidt. Cutting back in. Trying to find Wondolowski far post. And Wando knocks that off of Tony Beltran for a San Jose corner kick here in the 5th minute.
Yeah, good ball up the right side there to lead Urania in behind the defense. And good recovery for Justin Schmidt to keep things out of too much danger. And then San Jose earns the corner off of Wondolowski's smart play.
Matt Van Okel between the pipes for RSL. He punches that out. João Plata running onto a loose ball in the back. He can go 1-on-4. He had Sonny to his left, but dispossessed. San Jose settling. Wando springing. Might be Shea Salinas. Working through the box, ultimately broken up. Finds Rusnak to Plata. Sonny springs it wide left for Wingert. Wingert finds Rusnak, one time to Ura. As RSL resets. Schmidt and Horst now working out of the back. Horst, Beltran, Biesler. That's Nick, not Matt. Long ball over the top from Horst, looking for Plata. Headed down by San Jose. Wingert adjudged to have fouled Cato. Here's Kofi Sarkodie, longtime Houston Dynamo player on the left back there for Earthquakes. Bernardez. Silva, his center back partner. Here's Salinas. Wide again to an overlapping Sarkodie. Diagonal ball looking for Cato. He keeps it in. Finds his teammate inside the box, but deflected out of there by Schmidt. Sonny tracks it for RSL. Finds Plata. Plata looking to go 1-on-3. Tries to play it to Biesler. Knocked away. Sonny trying to go through to Ura, but anticipated nicely there by Bernardez, who chests it down as the Earthquakes reset here in the 8th minute. 0-0 RSL in San Jose.
Yeah, potential opportunity there with Nick Lima getting so far forward to get that ball over the top for Ura-Movsissi, and just the sharpness not quite there in the pass yet.
Quick throw from Sarkodie. Bernardez seeing a lot of the ball today. Cato getting down the left wing, crosses around Beltran. Crosses up Schmidt there on that cross, and it'll be out for a San Jose corner, their second of the match. What do you like from Justin Schmidt so far the first 2 weeks of preseason, Matt?
Was just a big body, and there's gonna be some natural adjustment as he adjusts from the college level to the pro level, but he's taking things slowly and learning from the four guys he's got in front of him, three that are here in camp, and Justin Glad right now with the U20s. But he doesn't look out of place. He's a big, strong guy. He's communicating well with his teammates and taking in like a sponge all this information that he's getting from veterans like David Horst and Chris Wingert and Chris Schuler and Aaron Mond, and there's just so many guys around him that can give him so much information. He's taking it all in.
Shea Salinas' corner kick ushered out there ultimately as Sonny tracked it down for RSL. It'll be a Matt Van Okel goal kick. Van Okel won the Golden Glove for NASL out of FC Edmonton last year with 16 clean sheets and a 0.55 goals against average. So big expectations for him as Nick Romando's back up here in Salt Lake. San Jose wins 50-50 ball in midfield, trying to get forward. Flag stays down for Urania. He twists on Horst, but ultimately broken up there nicely by Biesler. Jeff Cassar's done a nice job in these 2 preseason games against New York and now San Jose, putting guys like Beasler, Schmidt, Reagan Dunk kind of mixed in with surrounded by some of the core veterans everybody knows and loves from RSL.
Yeah, and you look at the right wing. We haven't called his name yet, but Chandler Hoffman out there on that right wing. We've seen him so much as a number 9, at least in preseason, and I think for much of the year last year with Louisville. Interested to see how he's able to adjust on that wing, especially when you've got guys kind of drag the defense away and see what a guy can accomplish in that position.
Wingert and Plata working a 1-2, earning the corner. Quick retake. And Joao Plata going 1-on-3, trying to create some danger there for the Claret and Cobalt. Result in a second quick RSL corner here as we approach the 12th minute. This will be a good look at Albert Rusnak on the set piece from the near side corner. Goes near post, broken up quickly by Salinas, but stays in the box. Ultimately cleared there by the Earthquakes. Beltran, service far post, finding Schmidt, knotted down. Here's Plata. His shot blocked by Bernardez and collected by Tarbell. Salinas back to Sarkoti. Back to Salinas. Looking for Urania. Horst plays it to Sonny. Sonny back to Van Okel as RSL resets. Here's Schmidt on the ball. Sonny. Schmidt up the left wing to Wingert. He'll play Ura in on Bernardez, and Ura seems to be grabbing his right hip. Not a great sign. Movsisian stretching. Now running to get back in the play as Bernardez clears. Horst heads out of midfield. Ball won there nicely by Hoffman. Sonny, then Plata, back to Sonny. Wide to Ura. Cuts it back in. Cross, looking for Hoffman. Broken up. And the ball go all the way back. Schmidt and Urania racing for it. Van Okel off his line. Plays it to Horst, then to Beasler. Wide right to Beltran. He's got Sonny in the middle. Elects to go back to Horst. Beltran. Urania tracks down the loose ball. He's going 1-on-3. He's got Cato on the right. Plays him atop the box. Cato 1-on-1 with Wingert. Trying to go right. Wingert wins that battle, but his clearance out of bounds for a San Jose throw.
Yeah, Cordell Cato, Trinidad and Tobago international, who's came to Seattle first and has spent the last few years with San Jose. He's kind of switched between that midfield and defender roles, and here you see him getting into the attack and using that goal scorer's instinct that landed him in MLS to begin with.
Here's San Jose once again trying to punch through the RSL shell. Sonny dispossessed at midfield. Wando plays it wide to Cato. Urania looking for Wando. Broken up nicely there by Nick Beasler. Former Portland Timbers, mostly a Timbers 2 player. Brother of Matt Beasler, was sporting Kansas City. Beasler, one of 9 Real Monarchs players in camp here in Arizona the last 2 weeks with RSL. There's a throw from San Jose looking for Cato. He's able to get a cross in. Broken up by Horst. Played to Wingert, Plata. Sonny Plata. His pass intercepted, and now Shea Salinas and then Marcos Urania. His shot wide left past a diving Van Okel. Not a great turnover there by Joao Plata.
No, opportune moment there for San Jose, though, and they get that shot away. And you'd like to see a little tighter defense from Real Salt Lake on that turnover, but a good effort nonetheless. And there you see the replay and Urania getting that shot away. Quick volley, hard shot, but nothing going for San Jose at this point.
15th minute, 0-0. Real Salt Lake, San Jose. Keno North Stadium, home of FC Tucson. .50-50 balls at midfield, settled by Tony Beltran. He's looking for Rusnak. Run on by Ura. Ura going 1-on-3, gets around everybody, and it'll be an own goal, I would believe, as RSL goes up 1-0.
And we'll definitely have to see see our replay on that one to see exactly how that whole thing unfolded. But here we see Yermov Sisian getting around Silva, dropping a pass back and looking for Rusnak, and just caroms off the San Jose defender, off the post, and across the line for an RSL goal. Euro will say he did that on purpose and deserves credit for the goal. Here we see from the other angle, looks like it just bounced right off Bernardez and off the post and in.
So RSL goes up 1-0 on an own goal here in the 17th minute. Nice quick counter through Albert Rusnak and Urim Movsisian, creating some confusion there for the San Jose defense.
And that's something Real Salt Lake's been looking to do. That's been one of the focuses of training here in the last 2 weeks is when you turn the ball over, getting those quick opportunities on the other end. When you've got as many young players and fast players as Real Salt Lake has now, and an opportune goal scorer like Urim Movsisian, creating those early quick opportunities is just going to take it's just going to create so many more goal scoring chances. And when you look at the guys that Real Salt Lake's got on the roster, the type of guys that can put away those chances. So part of that plan was put into play there, implemented, but create a little chaos on the defensive side, and good things can happen for you.
We'll get a look at Jordan Allen and Chad Barrett in the second half, part of that RSL attack. Plata and Movsisian sharing Golden Boot honors for RSL a year ago. Certainly the introduction of Rusnak into the club is expected to provide a boost to the attack. Here's David Horst working through the midfield, 1-on-3. Dispossessed, but due to a handball there by
Darwin Surin.
By Surin, yeah. Quick restart here for RSL. Sonny wide left to Wingert. Wingert trying to play Ura in on Bernardez. Bernardez shepherds the ball back to his keeper. Poor clearance. Won by Wingert. Can Plata get there? No. Be a San Jose throw going the other way. Schmidt nods it down to Wingert, to Sonny. He tries to play Plata, but the ball's just a little too high. It'll be another San Jose throw as RSL tries to keep the Earthquakes penned in their defensive half. Sonny and Wando battling. It'll be a throw for Wondolowski. Actually now for Nick Lima to take for San Jose. Finds Wando. Wando can't get around Sonny. The Spanish-raised Nigerian winning that ball. Ultimately, Wando gets it back. Sarkody down the left side for San Jose. One-on-one with Beltran. His cross to the spot. Wingert and Cato trying to get on it. Cato ultimately does. Back to Lima. His cross. Finds Urania. Unable to get a shot off. Just goes straight up. San Jose retains possession 40 yards from goal. Nice pressure there from Hoffman to win that ball. Second foul ultimately called there. Quick restart for RSL. Trying to get Plata in on Tarbell. He's off his line, clears it. And then quite a bit of chaos here for the Earthquakes in the last couple minutes, Matt.
Yeah, and that's what scoring a goal do for a team. You get that goal on the board, Real Salt Lake does, and really starts to turn the momentum around, turn the pressure up, and that defensive pressure that Real Salt Lake's been putting on is, as San Jose was calm and handled it pretty well at the beginning, now there's a little bit extra pressure, and they're trying to figure out how to cope with it.
Nice save there by Tarbell, and Rusnak unable to poke home the rebound, but it'll be an RSL corner kick. Here's a replay.
Chandler Hoffman playing that ball in for Rusnak, who lets the ball run and gets that right-footed shot away, and he's been so aggressive to shoot so far. Something you definitely like to see if you're an RSL fan. Opportunities from that number 10 spot to not only create scoring chances for his teammates, but for himself as well.
There's a corner near post, gets past the first player. RSL players calling for a handball. Beltran settles. Diagonal ball wide left to Plata. As RSL again looking to take advantage of a confused Earthquakes side right now. Plata to Rusnak. Beltran. Rusnak surveying options. Back out wide to Beltran. Hoffman battling in the corner. Ultimately wins the throw for RSL. Top of the 18 extended. Beltran with the throw into Hoffman. Back to Rusnak. It's been a deep-lying playmaker on this sequence. Sonny dispossessed at midfield by Bernardez. Bernardez wide right to Cato. He's under pressure from Wingert. Wando settles and works back to Silva. It'll be a San Jose throw inside their own half. Long ball out of the back, looking for Wondolowski. Flag stays down, but Van Oekel off his line in control. Wingert, Horst, Schmidt. Schmidt looking like Chris Schuler dribbling through the midfield. Long ball looking for Rusnak. Unable to control, but a good idea there. San Jose throw settled by Wando. He plays it to Salinas. Salinas and Urania not quite on the same page. And again, it's Matt Van Oekel controlling for RSL here in the 24th minute. Winger and Schmidt. Involving Sonny. Bit of a light ball from Sonny, but Beltran able to keep it from Salinas. His cross out wide, broken up there. Cato misjudging, ultimately winning. Beasler tries to control, can't. Cato and Mura go at it. Plata now involved.
We got some depth perception issues
And
on the side.
He emerges from the scrum. Plata does. Plays a great ball into Hoffman. It'll be an RSL throw in the attacking third. Yeah, Cato thrown off there a little bit.
Looked like one of those balls, the multi-sided goofy balls, just bouncing all over the place, and nobody seemed to be able to get a read on where that thing was bouncing.
Sonny will reset wide right to Beltran. He's under pressure from Salinas. Plays through to Rusnak. Rusnak through to Beltran. His long cross sails over the goal, and it'll be a San Jose goal kick here for Tarbell, their keeper. 26th minute. RSL up 1-0 on a own goal. Goal kick, controlled by Horst. Heads it into midfield. Broken up by Beasler. Carlos Salazar blows his whistle. It'll be a San Jose restart just outside center circle. Sarkody. Salinas. Wando. Wando fouled from behind by Sonny. Sonny tries to apologize with a handshake, and Wando wants nothing to do with it. Salinas with a free kick here about 30 yards out. Trying to go far post. Van Okel off his line, punches it out over a San Jose player. Left-footed shot from number 24 for San Jose, Nick Lima, saved by Van Okel, and it'll be an Earthquakes corner. Van Okel's seen a little more action inside his 6 today than on Tuesday against New York, as Salinas prepares for the corner. Cross, far post, chested down by Sonny. Shot at near range, blocked out. RSL not out of danger quite yet as Sisian limping around a little bit. I don't know if he got stomped on Matt or if that's his.
It looked like earlier the connection between him and Nick Lima right before Lima took that shot hobbled both guys.
Yeah, it looks like Ura holding his shin or his ankle now. As he's down on the ground, looks like we're going to have a RSL sub momentarily. Sonny off to the side, getting some instruction here from RSL boss Jeff Kassar. As players from both teams here take advantage of the opportunity to get some water. 28th minute, RSL up 1-0 on an own goal created by Urim of Sisian and Albert Rusnak. Matt, some news coming out of an old RSL friend in Portland now today.
Yeah, just within the last half hour, Nat Borchers has officially announced his retirement. He released a statement on Twitter. I'll go ahead and read some of that statement to you. He says, "If I could go back and write a script for my career, I never would have dreamed of this journey. Now, after playing 14 years of professional soccer, I've decided to retire from the game. Although this decision has been tremendously difficult, I feel it was the right one for me and for my family. I'm excited for the future challenges that await." Now I'll skip ahead to the last part here. He says, "Thanks to my family, friends, teammates, coaches, and fans for your support you've shared in the ups and downs of this game. And for that, I am forever grateful. It's been a privilege to play for you. As Tennyson said, I am part of all that I have met." Nat Borchers.
Pure class there from Nat Borchers, as always.
Yeah, he was such an integral part of this team for 7 seasons. And, great to see him, win the championship in 2009 with Real Salt Lake. And while you'd rather be lifting the trophy yourself, I think there's not a lot of people that would be upset that Nat Borchers got to lift that trophy again in 2015 with the Portland Timbers. And now he's announced his retirement. So good for Nat. Good. Interesting to see what's going to come for him next. As I'm sure he'll have plenty of places around the league that would welcome him in any capacity.
Well, and Nat's one of the guys as we get restarted here. Urim of Sisian still on the field for RSL, but Nat can certainly move into the business side. He's always had an interest and some acumen, an accounting major out of the University of Denver. Certainly, he's been media friendly and well spoken enough that he could go the broadcasting route, and he's certainly intelligent enough of a teammate and a teacher that coaching could be in the offing for him. So I think he's going to have a plethora of opportunities to pursue once he kind of decides what he wants to do.
Active with the players union as well.
Absolutely.
So you never know if that's going to be a route that he takes as well. But I only spent a little bit of time with him after I got here, and he was definitely one that I was able to talk with several times away from the field and get to know more about the team, more about how to handle certain personalities with this team, and certainly couldn't thank him enough for that.
He's one of those guys that when he arrived in 2008 from Norway, had a big part, as did Nick Raimondo, Kyle Beckerman, Chris Wingert, in absolutely changing and identifying the competitive culture of Real Salt Lake, and making the playoffs 8 out of the last 9 years are a result of his contributions and those of many others.
I'm sure he's watching at home, so Nat, thanks. I don't know if he's watching.
Here comes San Jose on a little counter here, started by Cato. He plays a 1-2 with Urania, finds Shea Salinas in the back, and there's Wando, pokes it home from 12 yards out to tie it up 1-1. Van Oekel really had no chance at that one as Wando tucks it just inside the right post.
We've seen San Jose threatening here in the recent few minutes, and here they're able to capitalize. You see Cordell Cato on that right side dropping that ball in for Shea Salinas and Chris Wondolowski, as we've seen him do so many times in his career, particularly with San Jose. Makes it look so easy, just effortless, and there it is. We're all evened up at 1-1 in the 32nd minute.
Yeah, that's just too easy for Chris Wondolowski from 18 yards out, uncontested. 1-1, 33rd minute. RSL going up in the 18th on an own goal. San Jose equalizing in the 32nd on a Chris Wondolowski shot, as Plata and Ura try to combine, broken up by Bernardez. Salinas working out wide left to Sarkoti. Nice break up there by David Horst to regain possession for RSL. Nick Beasler surveying options. 1-2 with Sonny. Beasler to Ura. Wide right. Hoffman keeps it in. He's got numbers in the box. Plays it back to Beltran. To Sonny. Flips it wide left to Wingert. A little too much there for Sonny, who's been spraying the ball all over the place today, and it'll be a throw as Cordell Cato takes a few instructions from Dominic Kinnear there on the near side. It's going to be Lima here with the throw. Be another throw here for San Jose, as Dom hands the ball off to Lima, who progresses 15 yards forward. Lima to Wando, back to Bernardez. Under pressure from Ura. I'm not sure Bernardez is so solid on the ball that Ura's not going to be able to poach something there at some point. Wando playing the deep lying playmaker role. Just in front of his back, too. Here's Salinas, tripped up by Sonny.
Yeah, that's a new one. I don't know that I've seen Wando playing that deep, but just remembered which direction he's going and moved a little bit further forward.
A lot of gesticulating there from Wando to the bench area. They appear to be trying something a little different.
Darwin Saran dealing with it. Looks like a finger injury there on the sideline. So that
what
explains it. There we go.
Earthquakes with 10 men on the field. Looks like the Earthquakes trainer was separated at birth from Kwame Watson-Sirbo, Who knew? Earthquakes working out of the back. Wide right to Lima. Winger crossed up momentarily. He gets around him, though. It's into the box. Centers the ball. Broken up there by Justin Schmidt and snared out of the air by Matt Van Oekel.
Good stop there. And again, you look at San Jose getting these opportunistic chances, just springing forward. And for as much as Real Salt Lake had that momentum going earlier, San Jose now has turned that in their favor. And Real Salt Lake, like I mentioned, just trying to get back in control of that momentum, of that possession. And
here's Sonny and Rusnak working through midfield. Beasler, Plata, Rusnak, Beasler. He's got Wingert wide left, plays him. Plata making a run. Wingert elects to go inside to Rusnak. Bernardez applying pressure to Wingert. Rusnak fouled there by Lima. And it'll be a free kick RSL, 40 yards from goal. Oh, Wingert's going to get a yellow for throwing an elbow in an earlier sequence. Salazar explaining to Dom Kinnear what's happening.
Looks like Fatai Alashe coming on now for San Jose. He's replacing Darwin Seren, who is, as you see there on the sideline, off with an injury.
It's a throw in. There was no foul there. Quick throw. Winger to Plata. He pushes inside. Wide right to Beltran. Beltran looking for Hoffman. Broken up by Sarkoti. Will be another RSL throw in at midfield there by Tony Beltran. Tony Beltran, Matt, you uncovered this pretty remarkable statistic. 224 games with Real Salt Lake, the most by any active player in the league with one team.
Yeah, it's a rarity, I think, in this league when you see guys that get drafted by a team and stick with that team for as long as Tony has. Now entering his 10th season with Real Salt Lake, not many guys in this league can say that they've played 10 years with one team, and now you're looking at 5 players in the last 2 years for Real Salt Lake that can make that claim. Here's the other one, Chris Wingert, right here.
Kyle Nikenhavi last year. Chris Wingert now in his 10th year with RSL. Obviously had a 1-year respite. There's Wando with another great chance for San Jose. His header from 12 yards out goes wide right, and San Jose really starting to create some opportunities down the right side.
Right, Nick Lima doing a good job of getting forward, and I think when you have Lima on that side along with Cordell Cato, who's got experience on the defensive side of the ball, that allows you to spring that right back forward a little bit more frequently, knowing that you've got a guy who can defend on that right wing.
Restart from Van Oekel here in the 39th minute. Settled by Horst. He plays Beltran under pressure from Salinas. Horst back to Van Oekel. Big boot forward looking for Hoffman. Sails out. It'll be a San Jose throw. Salinas in behind, but he's flagged off. This game has lost a little bit of its early momentum, Matt. First 30 minutes played at a pretty breakneck pace.
Yeah, now maybe you see a little bit of that fatigue setting in as both these teams just in their second week of camp, and so much focus in those first 2 weeks is put on the fitness side of the game and the defensive side of the game. Here's some heavy legs here as at least Real Salt Lake is nearing its longest break so far in the preseason with Saturday and Sunday off.
Yeah, getaway day for RSL. They'll head back to Salt Lake tonight. A couple A couple days at home before the Portland Timbers preseason tournament. RSL heading up to Oregon on Tuesday. Here comes Sarkote. He gets around Beltran. Horst breaks it up. Sonny recovers. Plays the touchline to Rusnak. Back to Sonny. Back to Van Oekel. Working Schmidt around the left side to Wingert. That pass broken up by Cato. He's going in alone on Schmidt. Cuts inside. Looking for Wando. Ultimately broken up by Wingert, who sets up Plata here on the near side. Plata to Hoffman to Beltran. Plata making a long diagonal run to the far right corner, trying to get around Silva. Nearly does, but good work there by the San Jose defender. Sonny wins a header from Wando, plays down to Ura. He gets around Bernardez, but adjudged to have handled that ball.
Here we see an earlier opportunity from San Jose as Cordell Cato picks off a pass. But nothing going for San Jose on that opportunity.
Here comes Cato, trying to get around Wingert, cleared by Van Oekel. Salinas trying to hem Beltran in. And Tony knocks it out for a San Jose throw. Sarkote, Salinas, that's a lot of speed down the left for San Jose. Centering pass broken up nicely there by Schmidt. Settled by Beltran. He tries to clear to Plata. But San Jose able to keep in the attacking half. Sonny whistled for the foul on that 50-50. Quick restart San Jose. Wando wide right. Here to Lima. He's got Cato. Plays him, looking for Urania. He gets around Beasler. Back to Lima. Trying to take on Wingert. Urania. Cato. Dispossessed ultimately there by Beasler, but he can't quite get it out. And Cato once again. Nicely done there by Chandler Hoffman to win a throw for RSL.
He's been one of the solid contributors from the Monarchs roster that's down here with Real Salt Lake. And so much expectation for him. He comes from Louisville City, where he was one of the top scorers in the league last year. And opportunity for him to provide some goal-scoring punch for the Monarchs as they embark on their third season in the USL.
Hoffman and Ura have kind of flipped positions up top there. Maybe Ura was getting tired of Bernardez. Beasler plays it to Hoffman. Sonny, Plata, dribbles through the middle. Wide left to Wingert. Plata showing again. Dummies. Broken up there by San Jose. As Urania's off to the races, but Van Oekel there to collect.
They're looking to get those early balls through to Urania. Not every one of them's come off, but having that threat of that run is certainly been beneficial for San Jose to this point.
Horst to Rusnak as RSL restarts. Rusnak to Ura. Back to Beltran. Beltran wide left to Schmidt. Got about another minute left in this half. No injury time. Van Oekel. Schmidt. He's got space, and he's got Wingert. Plays Plata through the middle. Plata right to Horst. Horst looking for Beltran, but pass not there. And here comes San Jose again. Urania going 1-on-3, knocked away by Sonny. Van Okel collects. Beasler working out of the midfield. Sonny to Plata. Plata and Bernardez going at it. Bernardez wins that battle. There's Alache and then Lima play it back to Tarbell for San Jose. Wingert knocks down a long ball attempt for Cato. But Lima pushing forward. Knocked away by Sonny. Schmidt can't control, neither can Cato, and Wingert ultimately wins that. Sonny, Schmidt deep in his own area. Wingert looking for Rusnak, knocked away by Alache. And that's the end of the first half. RSL San Jose 1-1 here at Keno North Stadium in Tucson. RSL going up early on an own goal in the 18th minute. And then the Chris Wondolowski equalizer. We'll get a look here at both goals.
Yeah, Bernardez looking to clear on that ball in the 17th minute from Miramov Sisian. Doesn't quite get what he was hoping for, and hits the post, goes in. Here's San Jose's goal. Cordell Cato to Shea Salinas to Chris Wondolowski, and we've seen that so many times in the last 7, 8, 9 years. Chris Wondolowski, cool as you like, just putting that ball away.
All right, that's halftime. We're going to take about a 13-minute break. We'll be back for second half action hosted by FC Tucson here at Keno North Stadium. RSL San Jose knotted at 1.
How long a break is this? Gappy, get that penny off, Ozzy. Yeah, please. ¿Quieres venir conmigo, Emilio? ¿Quieres venir conmigo? Ayuda, güey. Manejando, pasando por las venas. go. Hey, Gary, how you doing? Okay. I heard my water broke again. I'm shooting a soccer team. I was afraid of such great surprises. Well, I appreciate you getting out of the water. When I get home, I'll go get some flowers. Okay, thank you, Gary. Yes. Why? Oh, oh, my cell phone. My cell phone. It's actually on my to-do list. All right, see you later.
Sure, let's do it. All right, we're back here for the start of the second half. Matt Gash, Trey Fitzgerald.
Entirely new 11 for RSL. We'll go through that here in a second. And I think a significant number of changes as well for San Jose. 46 minute, 1-1, RSL San Jose. Reagan Dunk, first round draft pick, 13th overall, streaking down the right side. Back to Luis Silva, who just arrived from Tigres a little over a week ago. Plays it to Jordan Allen, the goal scorer in Tuesday's 1-0 RSL win over the Red Bulls. Wide left to Phillips, back to Schuler, Mulholland. Schuler paired with Aaron Mond here in center back. Back wide right to Dunk, back to Silva. Plays in Mulholland, broken up there. Allen able to run onto the loose ball. Silva and Olmes Garcia, former RSL teammates back in 2015, collide. Garcia now wearing number 77 for San Jose. I would say trademark colored hair, but it's blue now, not the red or I should say the claret he used to wear in Salt Lake. Phillips, Mulholland, Silva, Allen, looking for Jose Hernandez, the recently signed homegrown, broken up. Hernandez, the co-player of the year for the Pac-12 in the most recent season at a UCLA. RSL Academy product. Here's Mulholland trying to work out of the back. He's got Ricardo Velasco, another Academy man, one of FC Tucson's most famous contributors in the past. And RSL wins a corner kick there. Nicely done by Chad Barrett and Ricardo Velasco to earn that opportunity for RSL. 48th minute. Looks like it'll be Jose Hernandez with the corner for RSL. Diminutive in stature, but a very large presence on the field. Goes near post, chested down by Barrett, cleared out by San Jose. DeMar Phillips with a quick throw for RSL. Back to Reagan Dunk. Phillips, Mulholland. As Schuler and Mond regain their position in RSL's 4-2-3-1 formation. Schuler plays it back to Lalo Fernandez. Yet another RSL Academy man. Phillips spent a lot of time with the Jamaican national team in recent years, not with them tonight, as they take on the U.S. at 5 o'clock East Mountain Time. RSL man Omar Holness is with Jamaica tonight, as is RSL goalkeeper Nick Raimondo with the United States. Schuler in the circle, headed down, settled by Silva. He's fouled from behind. Sorry, that's Velasco. Back to Mond. Here's Silva. He's got Dunk on the right. Barrett checking back. But Dunk plays Silva, then to Allen. Through ball, looking for Hernandez. He's shielded from the ball, and the San Jose keeper off his line. That's still Tarbell there in the back for the Earthquakes. Earthquakes actually making 10 changes at halftime. And that's only because Fatai Alashe came on midway through that first half. Here's Mulholland, his centering cross knocked away. RSL doing a good job of keeping the Earthquakes on their heels here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. 1-1. RSL up early on an own goal. Chris Wondolowski with the 30th minute equalizer. Knocked out for another RSL corner. Matt, you want to reset the lineups here real quick?
Yeah, we'll start with San Jose. Andrew Tarbo, like you mentioned, stays in goal. Nick Lima actually stays on the right back position as well. Fatai Alashe, who was a late first half sub, stays on as a center back. Andre Imperial alongside him. Sean Francis is your left back. In the midfield, Lindo Mfeka. And then they've got a trialist as well at the holding mid position. On the left side, Christian Tierjung and Kip Colvey on the right. Tommy Thompson supporting our friend Olmes Garcia at forward. Over for Real Salt Lake, Lalo Fernandez in goal. Reagan Dunk, like you mentioned, the first-round pick at right back. DeMar Phillips at left back. Chris Schuler and Aaron Mond, the center back pairing. Your midfield, you got three guys that can kind of play versatile roles. Luke Mulholland, Luis Silva, and Jose Hernandez. On the left side, Ricardo Velasco. Right side, Jordan Allen. And your forward is Chad Barrett.
Mulholland, Chad Barrett over the top looking for Mond. He knocks it down to Hernandez, but whistled offside. We'd love to see Aaron Mond get on the score sheet this year.
Yeah, he had a couple of them in the last couple of years, and all big opportunities, big goals when he was able to put those away. You had the Open Cup game a couple years ago against LA, and then there was another one in the regular season.
Mulholland breaking up the play as San Jose trying to get forward. Sean Francis. Broken up there nicely by Dunk. Francis overlapping. Jordan Allen applying pressure for RSL, knocks the ball away, and it's going to be an Earthquakes throw. Quakes working around and trying to get into the attacking third. Velasco pressuring. Olmes Garcia out wide right for his new club. Long ball over the top, broken up by Dunk. 54th minute. RSL looking rather compact as DeMar Phillips gets beaten. A little confusion there between Mond and Lalo, but ultimately no harm as Lalo tracks down a deflected shot. Lalo with the restart. Schuler and Mond directing the midfielders ahead of them where to be. Lalo going wide right, looking for Jordan Allen. Headed down by Francis, collected by Silva. Back to Dunk. Back to Lalo. He's got Schuler wide left. Ultimately decides to go there. Schuler looking for Barrett over the top. Barrett held up by Andres Imperiali. Here's Imperiali again. Francis of Columbus Crew notoriety. Francis wide right. Alashe. To the unknown trialist. Mond mixing it up there up top. Tommy Thompson. This could be a big year, Matt, for Tommy Thompson. He's shown flashes of brilliance over the years. Obviously, another much hyped young player in MLS circles.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for him to get onto the field, though. You saw Marcus Urania in the first half. San Jose also adding Danny Husin from Groningen, another forward, and also adding Florian Jungwirth, who was available on a free, a defender and midfielder. A lot of changes to this San Jose group, a lot of big-time starting caliber changes. And we'll see where Tommy Thompson fits into that mix. You'd like to see him getting on the field and getting some playing time, but tough to do when you've got to compete with guys that are on those high caliber players with those high salaries. We'll see when and how those guys are able to work Tommy Thompson onto the field.
Mulholland playing nicely to Phillips. He finds Velasco. His cross sees Jordan Allen. Silva back to Allen. Allen trying to go one-on-one with Francis. He's taken down. There'll be a RSL free kick from a pretty dangerous spot. Luis Silva playing more or less next to Luke Mulholland in today's setup. It's actually a place I wasn't quite sure we'd see Luis. I usually see him at the number 10, the number 9, or even out on the wing.
And when you look at those three guys, Mulholland, Silva, and Hernandez, you've got three guys that have all played that number 10 role. So a more attacking style of lineup from Jeff Cassar here in the second half. And Luke Mulholland, I think, showed last year a few, what did he have, 3 goals as a number 10 in his limited starts in that role. Certainly can provide you with something in that role.
Well, it looked like Silva was going to take the right-footed free kick. Instead, Mulholland plays a square ball to Phillips, and his lefty shot slices wide right. Sorry, wide left. Bit of a missed opportunity there for RSL, but Mulholland resets. Wide to Phillips, inside to Silva. Silva might be the guy with the Swiss Army knife nickname in 2017 for RSL now that Jordan Allen is looking to lock down a place on that right wing. Silva over the top, great ball into Barrett. Just takes one spinning hop forward and collected by Tarbell. Pressure from Dunk creates an opportunity for Silva to win the ball there. Plays it back to Mond. Through to Hernandez. He's fouled there in midfield. You know, Matt, we were talking earlier about Nat Borcher's retirement announcement today, and RSL fans that have Sirius XM radio can tune in and listen to Nat talk with Brian Dunseth on today's show, Counterattack.
I believe that'll be at 3:20 Mountain Time, so
right at the top of the show, pretty much.
Checking in with Nat, and I'm sure he'll have a lot of good things to say about all of his stops along the way. But 7 years in Salt Lake City, I'm sure he's going to have something to say, a message to the fans in Utah.
Tony's got stories about everyone. I can't imagine what he's going to divulge about Nat. There's Francis with the throw for San Jose here in the 60th minute. Not a lot of action here in the second half as both new 11s essentially try to get a rhythm. RSL turning the ball over in front of Phillips there. It'll be San Jose going the other way. Francis on the near side, trying to get around Allen. Chips it over, looking for Olmis. They're not on the same page. Mon collects, plays back to Lalo. Lalo looking for Silva. RSL still in its own defensive third, and Tommy Thompson nearly makes Lalo's chip pay. Here come the Earthquakes once again. Schuler tries to break it up, unable. Thompson flips it wide left. Kip Colby trying to get onto it, can't. RSL throw. Back to Lalo. Lalo opting for the red penny instead of the neon keeper kit, probably because of our referee uniform colors today. Dunk over the top, finds Jordan Allen. He turns inside, gets around Francis, nearly gets around the center back, still maintains possession, and ultimately fouled by Francis. It'll be another RSL free kick from about 20 yards out.
Yeah, Jordan Allen fighting through some contact here on a couple of occasions. We've seen him so much in the last year get taken down when he gets into those creative opportunities, and here we see him bounce right back up after contact from Imperial, and ultimately wins the foul right on the edge of the box.
Jordan Allen looks like he's grown a few inches and added a few pounds this year. Able to withstand some more physical play that he'll certainly be subject to. Mulholland goes far post. Chad Barrett able to keep it in. Silva, Phillips, Barrett. His cross. Looking for Silva. Mulholland's there as well, ultimately cleared by San Jose. Thompson settles. Phillips can't win it. Here's Olmis at midfield, going 1-on-4. Dispossessed. Jose Hernandez to Silva. Wide left to DeMar. Phillips flips it wide right. Reagan Dunk on the switch. Jordan Allen. He switches back to Phillips. His cross into Velasco results in a big collision between the RSL Academy man and the San Jose keeper, Andrew Tarbell. Trainers from both teams out. So you've got Ricardo Velasco with the game-winning assist Tuesday against New York, setting up that Jordan Allen header in the 83rd minute. Very dangerous on the left wing. Here he's coming through the center channel, collides with the keeper, who did well to get up and get on that cross. I believe last week, Matt, when the team was in Casa Grande, that both Velasco and Justin Glad were honored by FC Tucson.
That's right, and Velasco, we've seen him make so much progress over the last couple of years. He came into Real Salt Lake, the Monarchs organization, and played a lot of that first year as a number 10 just out of necessity. They didn't have anyone really that could fill that role, and he was the best suited, and he really took advantage of that year, getting an opportunity to learn how to play at the pro level in a position that he was not necessarily comfortable with, and he's adapted so much of what he learned from that year into his more natural position on the wing, and you see him making a lot quicker decisions and he's a lot tidier with the ball, and that's how he ultimately ended up earning the call up to the first team.
66th minute, San Jose here working out of the back as action resumes. Alache surveying his options. Imperiale down the left side. Under pressure from Chad Barrett. Finds Colby in midfield. Actually, that was Thiergen. I know I was going to butcher that name.
Yeah, it's close enough. Christian Thiergen.
Thiergen, excuse me. Little foul there between Garcia. It'll be quick restart. Aaron Mon to Chris Schuler, Jose Hernandez. Wide right to Jordan Allen. He'll go one-on-one with Francis again. He's got an overlapping dunk. Elects to go inside. Lefty cross, looking for Velasco. Those guys not quite on the same page yet, and it rolls out of bounds for another San Jose goal kick.
Good idea there from Jordan Allen, and he gets the execution right on that turn to get around Thiergen, but execution on the cross not quite up to what you'd hoped or he'd intended. So ball goes through for a goal kick. Again, this is one of those things that early in preseason you're going to see guys work to get that sharpness, and as that comes, you're going to see a lot cleaner play moving forward. You hope at least.
RSL in Portland starting next Tuesday. We'll have live streams of RSL's games against Portland, Minnesota, and Vancouver on RSL.com on the 9th, 12th, and 15th of this month. And the team will be back in back in Salt Lake for a couple days before going to Southern California. Should be a live stream against the Galaxy on the 21st. And then the club's scrimmage against the Armenian champions Alashkert on the 24th. That streaming possibility is still up in the air, but keep an eye on RSL.com and all the club's social media channels for information there. As San Jose center back Imperiale will be whistled for the handball here, about 35 yards from goal by our center official today, Ricardo Salazar, longtime pro referee.
Yeah, there you see on the replay, Velasco looks to play that ball through to Luis Silva. And the extended arm gets the yellow card there for Imperiale.
Free kick coming. Chad Barrett rips it high over Tarbell.
You think he wants to score against his old team?
Yes. It's been fun having Chad Barrett around the team the last couple weeks. I think he's going to be a good addition to the locker room and certainly on the field.
You know, and I know him from his time in Seattle, and if you get a chance, and I'm going to do a little self-promotion here again, if you get a chance, watch the interview with Yermov Sissin yesterday on Facebook Live. He says some very good things about Chad Barrett, and those are the types of things that I knew he'd be able to bring to this team. And he's a competitor, and what Yura likes about playing with him, and he said that Yura said he prefers to play as a lone striker, but in working with Chad Barrett, he can see the advantages of playing with two strikers if that's something that head coach Jeff Cassar wants to do, and their attributes really complement each other, Chad Barrett and Yermov Sissin.
Chris Schuler under a little bit of pressure in the back, ultimately emerges, and Barrett was nearly off to the races there. Yeah, I thought that was extremely interesting what Yura said about their friendship off the field, how they push each other in practice, and then how that could come to fruition in the 90 minutes with RSL switching formations in game as game states dictate.
Yeah, as you think about scenarios where if you're down a goal or need a goal late in the game, and if Jeff decides to go to two strikers, you can throw Chad Barrett in there alongside Yura and not lose, I think, a lot of the characteristics of this team, a lot of the things stylistically this team does so well. Swap him out for one of your holding midfielders, and you still have a very capable team.
Great work there by Hernandez to win that ball. Plays Velasco. He gets Barrett through in on the San Jose defense, and Chad Barrett earns a corner kick for RSL as Hernandez will step up in the 72nd minute. 1-1 here at Keno North Stadium. Portland and Seattle will play here tomorrow night. It's part of the Desert Diamond Cup, which will be going on here for the next couple weeks. RSL not appearing in that tournament for the first time in, I think, 4 years, 5 years maybe. Instead opting to head to Portland and play a tournament with the Timbers, the new Minnesota United expansion team, and the Vancouver Whitecaps. Minnesota, one of several Uniteds now in the league. Sean Francis will get ready for the San Jose throw here.
Yo, somebody go behind him. Somebody go behind him.
Second ball.
Ball cleared by San Jose. Looks like it'll be settled here by DeMar Phillips. Back to Lalo. Schuler and Mond reset. Mulholland dropping back. Gives Schuler an option. Instead, he plays up to Silva. Barrett runs onto it. He's got Dunk on the right. He's got Allen on the right. Plays Dunk, but his return pass not there as San Jose goes the other way. Garcia and Mon battling. Garcia ends up playing Thiergen in, and he goes one-on-one with Lalo Fernandez, and Lalo with the big right paw up to deny that opportunity. It'll be a San Jose corner, but RSL lucky to not be down 2-1 there.
Yeah, good ball to play through there by Fatai Alashe. And Christian Thiergen getting out on the run, and a good scoring chance there for San Jose. But again, you see that maturation of Lalo Fernandez where he just has a little bit more confidence to come out on that ball and really make a decision. And that's one thing that I think is, if there's an area you've seen Lalo Fernandez progress, it's been his decision making.
Yep.
Not necessarily in the decisions themselves, but in executing a decision, which is a big thing for a goalkeeper to overcome.
San Jose still pressuring the RSL goal after that corner. Ultimately, the lefty blast goes high, and as you were mentioning, Matt, Lalo Fernandez getting approximately 20 games with the Real Monarchs each of the last 2 years has accelerated his development as it has for so many others. The Monarchs announcing their 2017 schedule earlier this week. First home game Saturday, April 1st. Get your tickets at rsl.com/Monarchs. Here's Chad Barrett working through the midfield. Looking for Silva, knocked away. Francis keeps Allen from running onto that and cleared by Tarbell. Garcia and Mond going at it again. Dunk heads it back to Lalo as RSL looks try to capitalize here in the next 15 minutes. Silva, Mulholland over the top, looking for Velasco down the left wing and out of reach. Monarchs with 16 home games at Rio Tinto Stadium this year between April 1st and October 14th. Now under Mike Petke's guidance for their third USL campaign. Here's Imperiale to Francis. Back to Imperiale. Alashe. Down the right. Broken up there by Hernandez, but it'll be a San Jose throw. Pressure there from Velasco, wins an RSL throw to be taken by Phillips. Seen some heavy preseason legs right now, Matt.
Yeah, it's been a long couple weeks for Real Salt Lake, and I know that flight to Salt Lake City is in a lot of their minds right now as they get through this game. A lot of fitness work here in the last 2 weeks, and you get out here in the heat and really hard work and a lot of adjusting to kind of some of the new schedules with the new strength and conditioning coach Henry Ruggiero. A lot of adjustments here for Real Salt Lake, and with the pressure that they're looking to implement on defenses, it was important that they got that fitness work done early.
Phillips springing Velasco down the left side, and his cross sails just out of bounds. Very nice sequence there. RSL stringing together 9 or 10 passes. Calming influence from Aaron Mond and Chris Schuler in the back there, as San Jose looks to go the other way. 78th minute, 1-1. RSL benefiting from an own goal in the 18th minute. Chris Wondolowski with the equalizer right around the 30th minute in the first half. Long ball out of the back, looking for San Jose, streaking down the right side. That was Nick Lima again. He's had a pretty good day. Very active on the wing. Barrett applying pressure. Can't quite poach one. Nice work there from Schuler against his old buddy Olmes. Phillips can't keep it in though. It'll be a San Jose throw at midfield. Alashe working out of the back. Periali. He's got Francis on the left. That's where he goes. Duncan Allen applying pressure. Long cross, looking for Garcia over his head. Finds Colby. He plays it back. Shot from the corner of the box goes wide of Lalo Fernandez's right post. Be an RSL goal kick. Aaron Mond definitely missed the last 8 games last year for RSL after his foot injury.
He's recovered really well though, and you really start to see that center back depth for Real Salt Lake. For high caliber starters, guys that all could see minutes under different situations. Justin Glad currently away with USU 20 national team.
It's Velasco in the right corner trying to work something with Allen. He's taken down by Sean Francis. And it'll be an RSL free kick from the top of the 18 extended. Yeah, that Mond-Glad partnership second half of last year giving up just under a goal per game. I think their last 18 games together before Mon's injury. Obviously, most of those games with Nick Raimondo in the mix. There's a free kick from Silva. Dangerous, but RSL unable to poke it home. It'll be a San Jose goal kick here in the 81st minute. Allen creating havoc. Hernandez wins it, plays it back to Silva. He's looking for Mulholland. Poked out of bounds, will be an RSL throw. Silva finds Velasco. Velasco back to Allen. Allen to Dunk. Switches fields wide left to Phillips. Phillips backtracking, plays in Mulholland. It's Chad Barrett checking deep into midfield. Barrett trying to spring Phillips, those two not quite on the same page yet.
But again, you see the versatility, and when Chad Barrett checks back like that, Silva cuts forward. And he's been working so much in the last year with Tigres in various different roles.
RSL taking advantage of the turnover here, but then Velasco through ball. Wanting a little bit, is a little confusion there from the runners. Mulholland checking back. No whistle. Garcia ends up with the ball out wide left, and his shot / cross goes out. Mulholland's going to see yellow for that tackle from behind on Thierjung. Everybody appears to be okay, though. Mulholland wearing the captain's armband here in the second half. What did he tell you yesterday, Matt? He feels like a veteran now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's he looks around the I mean, look around the group in front of him right now. You've got Reagan Dunk in his first year. You've got Jordan Allen, who's 21 years old. You've got Jose Hernandez, who's, 19, 20. You've got Ricardo Velasco, who's 22, 23, and just his first MLS preseason. So yeah, he feels like a little bit of a veteran in this group.
He reminded us that he's won hardware everywhere he's been in his professional career, and he's putting a lot of pressure on himself to help deliver that for RSL this year. Here's Alashe, 84th minute, working out of the right side of the back. His pass broken up by Phillips, but it'll be a San Jose throw. Velasco whistled for the foul. San Jose getting everybody forward in the box on this restart. Lima will take it. Near post. Knocked away by Thompson. Ultimately cleared by Mulholland. He's in a bit of a foot race as RSL pushes out. Earthquakes will reset through Tarbell. Across to Colby, back to Alashe. Colby again under pressure. Hernandez can't quite win with Alashe. Good hustle there from the young UCLA product. Alashe got the worst of that one. Looks like Andrew Brody and Max Lakowecki about to enter for RSL. Both Monarchs roster invitees. Monarchs preseason will start in earnest February 11th. As we look back at the goals from the first half, here's RSL benefiting from a Victor Bernardez own goal, pressure from Rusnak and Movsisian to create that chaos in the 18th minute. And then about 12 minutes later, Chris Wondolowski from the top of the box, uncontested. No question what's happening there. Matt Van Oekel didn't have a chance. And that's what brings us to 1-1 here in the 86th minute as Lakowecki and Brody enter for Velasco and Phillips coming off. Brody, another RSL Academy kid. Lakowecki, yet another element of a developing pipeline between Notre Dame and Real Salt Lake. Can't get away from all these Golden Domers. Matt Howley, the new strength and conditioning coach, assisting Hank Ruggiero.
Nick Beasler as well with the Monarchs. And that man right there, Aaron Mon.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Aaron Rodgers in the office. Great stuff here from Hernandez battling. Ultimately dispossessed, but good work there from Jose. Luis Silva. Francis loops it over. Mon pushes Olmes down, no call. Here's Allen. RSL could have had numbers if they had moved a little more quickly. Here's Brody on that left wing, gets it from Lakowecki, gets around. He's taken down right on the line, and Ricardo Salazar is going to point to the spot here. RSL earns a late PK, 88th minute. Andrew Brody taken down. And Matt, there is a video assistant review protocol in place here, which may or may not come into play. Ricardo Salazar forms the shape of a television, which is our indication that the video assistant review process is ongoing. So what this means is in these game-changing situations such as goals, penalty kicks, red cards, and mistaken identities, Ricardo, the man in the middle, gets a call from the booth. He's looking at the angles available to him and will ultimately decide if he saw what he thought he saw. In this case, was that foul committed inside or outside the box?
It's going to be interesting. It looked like there may have been a couple fouls on that play, so depending on which one he's deciding to call, could be the determining factor here. We'll see.
This is a new wrinkle for 2017. IFAB, the rules governing body, installing these protocols. It
seems that he has saw what he thought he saw on the video replay.
So there's Barrett with the penalty kick. He skies it over the bar. Maybe a hint of what you touched on earlier, wanting to score so badly against his former team.
And he's got a few of those, so this is just the most recent.
The 7th leading active goal scorer in Major League Soccer history skies that penalty kick. RSL unable to go up here in the 89th minute.
Here's the replay as just gets under the ball and puts it over the crossbar.
Here's San Jose pressuring. Aaron Mond denying that shot from atop the box. Offside flag goes up. Because of that late penalty attempt, in the related review protocol, we'll probably have a couple minutes of stoppage time here. The video assistant referee protocol in place for a few games in the USL last year under an experimental basis. It's now apparently being used in the Dutch Cup overseas, and then there will be some experimentation here in Major League Soccer before going live in games after the August 2nd All-Star game. So still a lot of information coming forward on the protocols, but exciting times for Major League Soccer and its fans.
Yeah, and certainly you like seeing Major League Soccer on the forefront, on the cusp of those changes and things that will help improve soccer around the world. You hope.
Very impressed by Ricardo and the VAR crew here and how quickly they were able to initiate the protocol, see what they needed to see, and move on with the game. This RSL's got numbers. Silva and Barrett work their way into the box. Barrett trying to work his left foot, tries to go far post, and it's just wide left as Brody and Hernandez entered that sequence as well. There is a San Jose player down behind the play.
Here's the replay as Barrett gets to his left foot, looks to put that shot past the defense and misses just wide of the far post.
That's going to be the game. 1-1 draw here at Keno North Stadium between San Jose, Real Salt Lake, as Dom Kinnear, Jeff Cassar, and their staff shake hands. RSL heading back to Salt Lake tonight for a couple off days. San Jose stay in Tucson until Tuesday, then work their way to Vegas and Reno. Take a look at a second half highlight package. It's Jordan Allen playing Jose Hernandez through. Shielded. Knotted down by Aaron Mond, but he was off. Some good stuff from Jordan Allen before getting fouled to earn a free kick for RSL. Reagan dunk out of the back to Jordan Allen here. Jordan battling for earning another free kick.
A lot of good things, a lot of things to be happy about in the attack for Real Salt Lake there in the second half. Some young players really looking to establish some footing here as they're looking to earn roster spots, looking to earn playing time, and ultimately it wasn't to be for either team. But you like to see the ideas there. You like to see some of the thoughts in place, and just a little bit better on that execution, and we'll see some positive things going forward for, I think, both teams. San Jose here, you see Christian Tierjung getting away, and again, we mentioned earlier, Lalo Fernandez coming off his line and really making a decision and making that shot difficult for his opponent. Ultimately, you end up with a 1-1 draw. I think both teams got to be happy with that ultimate result.
There you see Dom Kinnear, now Jeff Cassar. Saw Plata and Bernardez exchanging pleasantries there in the back. 1-1 final from preseason here in Tucson. Keep an eye on FCTucson.com for the full schedule of friendlies and Desert Diamond Cup matches coming up involving several MLS teams. RSL off to Portland for the Timbers preseason tournament next week and the following week from the hopefully sunny Pacific Northwest. For Matt Gashk, I'm Trey Fitzgerald signing off. Looking forward to seeing everybody March 4th at Rio Tinto Stadium.